Hello, this is Katherine Lambertson with Genetic Alliance, and I'm here today to give you a quick demonstration of the platform for engaging everyone responsibly, or PEER. In our last installment, we took a look at the participant experience of PEER and how this can be customized for different communities. Today we'll be looking at the flip side of this. I'll be showing you how I made this demonstration portal using PEER Admin. PEER Admin is a multifaceted resource available to you, a PEER portal owner, throughout the lifecycle of your registry. You can use it to develop content, you'll use it during launch, you'll also use it to support ongoing recruitment and engagement activities. You can even use it to develop new studies and surveys. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it has to offer. Every PEER portal has its own portal menu with a number of resources available to support both content development and content management. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the most important of these under General Settings. This is where you'll be able to customize the data sharing, privacy, and access preferences experience for your portal. We took a look at this yesterday in the demonstration portal we made using the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network's materials. I set privacy settings for a spouse, Matt. You can see these privacy settings here. And you can also see that there are specific entities interested in accessing data, like PanCan and the researchers they recommend, and more general entities as well, such as researchers addressing Matt's condition, in this instance pancreatic cancer, all researchers, and even PCORNet. The content for this dashboard is generated within PEER Admin. You're able to add different entities interested in accessing data using the widgets shown here. You can also view which of these will come with your portal. Which, as shown before, are researchers addressing your condition, all researchers, PCORNet, and newly released data analysis platforms. PEER Admin also allows easy customization of the landing page for different portals. If we take a look at the theme for the demo portal I just showed you, you can see that it's using the logo, color scheme, and messaging of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. If I wanted to, I could customize these colors to match a different color scheme, or I could even choose to turn off the landing page and create my own. If I do choose to go with the template landing page, I can add my own features, that is, community members who are willing to talk about the project and explain why they're participating. We saw some of these earlier on the portal landing page. As part of building your PEER registry, Genetic Alliance and our partners will work with you to develop this content. Perhaps most importantly, however, PEER Admin gives you the tools you need to develop unique surveys for your portal. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PEER Survey Toolkit. First things first, I'll show you how you can create and customize the dashboard experience for your participants. If you recall, the dashboard is where participants can take surveys and complete other activities. Here's an example from our demonstration earlier. As you can see, Matt was able to take the Pancreatic Cancer Experience Basics survey, as well as the Manage Data Sharing, Privacy, and Access Preferences activity, the Authorize Others activity, and the Select Your Surveys activity, which enabled him to pick the surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy options. All of this was put together using the PEER Survey Toolkit. The Survey Pancreatic Cancer Experience Basics was added here. These activities were assigned as well, and so was the Select Your Surveys activities. There are a number of different options for how these can be assigned to different portals. For instance, you can require someone take a survey before moving on to the next, a great way to ensure that all participants view a welcome message or answer a few beginning questions. You can list a survey as something that's taken only once, a great example for baseline information that your participants will not need to report again over time. You can have a survey repeat every new session. This is a great example for something you might want to do with a survey asking about what participants want to do that day. You can even have a survey push on demand. My favorite example of this, say you have a number of participants who say that they have purple toenails. You didn't know about this before. Who knew that purple toenails were a side effect of the condition? But you're interested in learning more. You write a survey about it, and then you want to push it only to participants who've said they have purple toenails. I'll get into how you can find those participants using your Peer Admin data dashboard in a second. But what you can do using this survey feature is actually push that either to all users or, in this case, to specific users who've said that they have purple toenails. So it's a great resource for customizing content and doing follow-up surveys. Similarly, the repeat on a cycle with a reminder setting allows you to repeat surveys for participants within a set time period. This is a great way to schedule follow-up surveys about visits to physicians, about tests, and other similar activities. Finally, you can also leave a survey on at all times. This is how the Select Your Surveys option is used in this particular portal, so that participants can always add and fill out new surveys. Peer Admin also allows you to create surveys. Let's take a look at the Pancreatic Cancer Experience Basics. This survey was generated by the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. It uses a number of different question types out of 16 different question types available. Some of these are very simple, from slider questions to text entry to single choice and multiple choice and matrix questions. Others are more complicated, allowing you to determine the ways in which participants progress through surveys. For instance, you can redirect someone into a new survey if they say they'd like to answer more questions. You can add another survey to their dashboard. Going back to my purple toenails example, I could put a purple toenails survey after every participant who said yes to that went onto their dashboard. There's also an A/B split feature, which allows you to do randomization of survey content. So you can explore with different orders for different question types or even do a randomized study. In addition to the ability to create questions in the Peer Survey Toolkit, it's also possible to use and assign existing questions. You can copy questions and edit them. You can even add questions that someone else on your team has added for you. Peer also features a whole library of existing survey instruments on condition-agnostic topics such as demographics, medical history, smoking status, quality of life, and interest in participating in research. All of these are available to assign ready-made to a survey, which means that you can get surveys up and out the door pretty quickly. Peer Admin also allows you to customize the guide content within your portal. This fits well with the privacy settings that we talked about earlier. That's a great overview of some of the more exciting features around developing portal content. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the biggest features in Peer Admin, though, the data dashboard. Once you launch, one of the most important things on a day-to-day basis will be how people are coming into your registry and answering questions. Peer Admin's data dashboard allows you to view this in real time. It provides information about different surveys. You can see how many instruments there are. That's a certain type of content bucket within the Peer Survey Toolkit. You can also see how many questions there are within each instrument. And of course, you can also see data about your participants. Right here is not so informative, since we're only looking at 4 participants. But if you go back and look at some of the demo data that was generated earlier in this portal, you can start to get a feel for the power of this tool. The data dashboard allows you to look at how participants are progressing through your surveys and see whether someone is falling out over time. This could help you to customize surveys and shorten them or make certain parts more engaging in order to keep participant interest. You can also look at aggregate data for different participants. So if we click through to the treatment instrument and want to know who was asked about the following treatments, we can see that information here. You can also view data in the dashboard at the individual level, which corresponds back to, in our privacy settings, this Find Analyze setting. Now let's take a look at what the dashboard shows for individual participants. We can take a look at the account that I made for Matt earlier today. To make this simple, I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the data from then. And now we can see 3 individual survey participants. This one is the account that I made for Matt. You might not recall if you haven't seen the earlier webinar, but when I made that account, I opted to provide my contact information on his behalf, since I'm the one who's filling out the survey for him. Now you can see me here in the dashboard. There's my contact information. And you can even see my survey responses. If I want, I can also export all survey responses for this particular survey. I can choose to export just contact information or to include survey data. And I can also choose to export either for the specific date range that I've specified here or to export all data. When I do this, I'll be downloading information from all of the participants who've said allow to data export. Now that we've taken a look at the data dashboard, let's take a look at some of the other built-in tools in Peer Admin for portals that have launched. Here are the number of tools to enable you to develop the best plan for engagement and recruitment for your peer portal. One of these is our referral codes tool. Referral codes allow you to track where participants are coming from to your portal. You can create a referral code link for a number of different outreach campaigns, such as post to Facebook, post to Twitter, or an email out to your listserv. You can also create referral codes for partners, so that if you have a partner working at something like, I don't know, Mount Sinai, you could give them the referral code to link to participants. When a participant follows that link and creates an account after visiting through that link, the registry system will track that that participant is from the partner who gave the referral code. You can attach specific surveys or privacy directives to referral codes. So if we go back to that partner example, you could offer a cancer center or similar group their own privacy directive for collecting data from participants who enter via their referral code. But this referral code would only be visible to those participants who use that referral code, meaning you'll keep your dashboard for participants choosing their sharing settings nice and simple. You could also attach a survey to a referral code. So for instance, if you have someone come to your page from a Facebook post, you could ask that participant how they found you on Facebook and what they'd like to see more of there, either on your Facebook page or in a Facebook group. In addition to referral codes, we also have analytic tools available through Peer Admin. Specifically, we link to Mixpanel to help track where participants are getting stuck during the login process. You'll be able to see whether participants are able to engage quickly with your portal or whether some are getting lost along the way. All told, these tools will help you to develop the best outreach campaigns possible for your portal and collect data throughout the following weeks, months, and even years of your registry. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I'm happy to have been able to share these tools with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm available at klambertson@genetical.org. Happy to tell you more about Peer Admin and how you can use it to either create registry content, to launch your portal, or to conduct outreach and engagement.